you can have anything. And I genuinely mean anything. Not some things, not what seems realistic, but anything. The only reason you don't have it right now is because you've learned to believe that you can't. That's it. The only obstacle between you and what you want is a thought, not time, not circumstances, not effort, just a thought. Think about it. Everything that exists came from someone's mind first. Every invention, every empire, every relationship, every dream body, it all started as an idea, an imagination, a thought that was so believed, so accepted, that reality had no choice but to mirror it back. You're not here to struggle or to chase. You're here to imagine and receive. Here's the truth. Your mind is the only real world. Everything else is just a reflection of it. When you say, "This is my reality," you're actually talking about what's showing up in your consciousness, in your imagination. The outer world, that's the mirror. And a mirror cannot show anything other than what's standing in front of it. If you want the reflection to change, you don't smash the mirror. You fix what's being reflected. You tweak the image within. That's why people who chase results outside keep getting stuck in loops. They try to fix money by working harder, fix relationships by chasing someone, fix self-concept by buying things. And for a while, maybe it feels like progress, but eventually they hit the same wall. Because no amount of outer action can fix a state that you keep repeating within. You don't move realities by working harder. You shift by believing differently. So when I say you can have anything, I'm not saying that to hype you up for a few minutes. I'm saying it because reality genuinely works this way. You're not learning to create, you're learning to select. Everything you could ever want, every possible version of you already exists. It's happening now. Now, I know that sounds impossible for the logical brain. How can everything already exist? Because time isn't what you think it is. You experience it as linear, past, present, and future, but it's actually simultaneous. Everything is happening all at once. The you who's wealthy already exists. The you who's in the perfect relationship exists. The you who's free, peaceful, confident, powerful, all of them are real right now. You don't have to create them. You just align with them. Think of it like a radio. The music you want is already broadcasting, but you only hear it when you tune into that specific frequency. If you're tuned to a station of lack, you'll only hear songs of delay, worry, and limitation. Shift the dial to "it's done," and suddenly, everything that's always been available can actually be received. The external world only shows what frequency you've been playing on inside. Nothing more, nothing less. This is why circumstances don't matter. I know people get tired of hearing that, but it's the key. Circumstances are yesterday's belief, yesterday's signal. They're already old news. Trying to fight them is like yelling at a movie screen because you don't like the scene when the real scene is being projected from the film inside the camera. That camera is your mind. That projector is your imagination. So no matter what you're seeing right now, it doesn't define you. It's just evidence of what you used to think was possible. You could literally be living a worst case scenario right now. But if you decide, truly decide, that you are now the version of you who already has what you want, the entire movie will change scene by scene. That's how powerful you are. You're not reacting to reality. You are setting the reality. And listen, the moment you become aware of a desire, the second it crosses your mind, that's proof that it already exists. You couldn't even imagine it if it weren't real somewhere in consciousness. The version of you who already has it is calling you toward alignment. So stop chasing things as if they're outside of you. Instead, recognize them as something that's within your potential right now. Let's make this super practical. If you want more money, what usually happens? You start looking for ways to get at new jobs, side hustles, lucky breaks. But all that comes from the belief, I don't have it yet. From that state, you reinforce lack. The universe, your mirror, says, okay, you don't have it. Here's more of that. Now flip it. What if instead, you accept in your mind that it's already done? That you are the version of you who always has more than enough. You might still be doing the same job or sitting in the same room, but the state you're in shifts. You carry yourself differently. You stop worrying. You start feeling secure. Opportunities begin noticing you. the mirror starts conforming. Because you didn't chase money, you tuned to the I am abundant frequency. Same with relationships. People think, I need to manifest this person, or I hope they text me. But that thought comes from the version of you who's separate from what you want. You don't need to attract them. You just need to realize you're already one with the version of you who has them. Live from that state. Imagine from that version of you, not to it. And remember this, imagination is creation. You don't imagine to get results. You imagine to live in the state. The result is automatic. Neville Goddard said, the world is yourself pushed out. That means everything you see, every person, every situation is simply mirroring what you assume to be true about yourself. If you assume things never work out for me, you'll find endless confirmation. If you assume everything always works in my favor, you'll find confirmation for that instead. You're the scriptwriter, director, and lead actor all at once. You're not waiting for the universe to rescue you. You are the universe expressing itself as you. That's what you are God really means. Not ego, not superiority, creative ownership. The source isn't outside, judging or withholding anything. It's expressing through you, as you. So every time you think something is impossible, pause and remind yourself, impossible to who? To the version of me I've been, or to the version of me I can shift into? Because the second you change the assumption, you change the world that matches it. The biggest lie we've been taught is that we need to earn or deserve things. You don't earn manifestation, you align with it. You don't convince reality. You select the version of it that matches your choice and rests there. That's the secret behind effortless manifestation. Effortless doesn't mean doing nothing. It means no inner struggle. It means believing it's done, allowing it to unfold, and trusting that consciousness is always right on time. Because time, again, is an illusion. What we call waiting is just shifting between states. The longer you think it's not done, the more you lengthen your stay in the version of reality where it isn't. But the moment you declare, it's already mine, time rearranges to match that fact. That's why some desires show up instantly, while others feel slower, not because they're harder, but because your belief about them has more resistance. But it's all the same law. Desire equals creation. The only question is, are you matching it mentally? If there are endless realities, then every possibility of your life already exists. Every moment you feel doubt, you're just tuning into the version of you that doubts. Every moment you feel certain, you're tuning into the version of you that has it. And since you can change your thoughts, you can change your station at any moment. That's free will. That's creation. You're not limited by background, timing, astrology, or effort. You're only limited by imagination. And imagination is limitless. You can shift into wealth in a moment. You can shift into love in a moment. You can shift into total peace, power, and purpose in a moment because the state exists. You're just becoming conscious of it. So stop worrying about how long it'll take. How long does it take to decide? That's all manifestation ever, is a decision so deep, so unshakable that the universe bows to it. And the universe always bows to a decision made in full belief. That's why living in the end is so powerful. When you see yourself as already having it, reality reorganizes itself to prove you right. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop hoping and start knowing. And yes, it can feel weird at first. Your 3D world might not catch up right away, but that's okay. You're not doing this to force results fast. You're doing it because it's who you really are. You're returning to the natural state of the creator. So no matter what shows up, stay calm. Don't panic if the mirror takes a moment to catch up. It has no choice but to conform. It's the law. Let your inner world become the place of peace and certainty. Keep thinking from the end. Keep seeing yourself as that version who already has it. Keep assuming the best, not because you're trying to control, but because that's how creation works. Reality is your reflection. You are its cause. When you wake up tomorrow, try this. Before you even get out of bed, pick your state consciously. Tell yourself, today, I live as if it's done. Feel it real, not with tension, but with ease. Breathe it in, move through the day knowing it's all unfolding perfectly. When thoughts of doubt appear, don't argue, just smile and say, that's old energy. I'm already shifted. Watch how people, events, money, possibilities start rearranging themselves around you like iron filings around a magnet. Because once you truly know you can have anything, reality has no choice but to obey. You don't have to earn your desires. You are the source of them. You don't need signs to prove it's happening. You're the sign. You're already living infinite versions of you. Now it's just about choosing which one to be conscious of. And when you make that choice, everything else folds into place. You can have anything. Not someday, not if you work hard enough, not if you're lucky. You can have it now because it already exists and because you are the one who says so. I hope this video helped you. I will meet you with another video soon. Happy manifesting.